upon those who did him wrong. Dante enacts revenge on all the men who had been responsible for his imprisonment in the Chateau d'If. Danglars had, through illegal means, made himself a wealthy man, and he was clever. However, the Count of Monte Cristo was even more clever, and he gradually involved himself in Danglars' finances to the point that Danglars eventually went bankrupt. But he did manage to confiscate 5 million francs in banknotes and flees to Italy, hoping to have saved himself. However, he is captured by the bandit chief Luigi Vampa, an old friend of the Count of Monte Cristo, and then he is gradually stripped of all his 5 million francs. He is finally freed by the bandits, but he is now an old and broken man, and worst of all, he is penniless. The Count's vengeance had at last been effected. Fernand Mondego had made himself a prominent figure, being known as the Count de Morcerf. However, during his trial, he was exposed by the Count of Monte Cristo for having betrayed Ali Pasha and put his family into slavery, which Haiti also testifies for this in the court. He is left with nothing, and once she realizes what her husband has done, Mercedes leaves Fernand and takes their son with her. Finding this out, after losing his honor and his family, Fernand decides to shoot himself in the head, committing suicide. Caderousse was visited by Dante, dressed up as a Busoni, where he then tells about Danglars and Fernand's letter that got him imprisoned. Dante gives him a diamond and tells him to do well for himself. However, Caderousse takes the diamond to a jeweler, and then he kills the jeweler and takes the money and the diamond with him. He is a greedy man, and when he finds that Benedetto is working with the Count of Monte Cristo, he blackmails him into exposing his true identity to the Count of Monte Cristo. To keep him quiet, Benedetto gives him 200 francs. However, due to his greed, 200 francs a month is no longer enough for Caderousse, and he blackmails him Benedetto once more. To keep him quiet, Benedetto tells him where the Count of Monte Cristo keeps all of his money and treasure, and then warns Dante about Caderousse's arrival. When Benedetto tries to break in and steal the money of the Count of Monte Cristo, he is caught by him, and then Caderousse exposes Benedetto's true identity. He then tries to write a letter exposing Benedetto's crimes. However, once he leaves the Count of Monte Cristo's house, he is stabbed outside by Benedetto, who runs away into the night. As he lay there dying, the Count of Monte Cristo reveals his true identity to Dante, letting him bask in his guilt right as he dies. Gerard de Villefort was a wealthy man and he had a family. However, once he exposes Eloise for poisoning the family, he tells her to either commit suicide or she will be publicly executed. He then goes to a trial where he is exposed by Benedetto for his crimes, as he was to murder Benedetto when he was still an infant. He was then disgraced, and when he came home, hoping to be once more with his family, he found his wife and his son, Edward and Eloise, dead on their bedroom floor. Seeing this, he goes mad, and the Count's vengeance is successfully enacted upon him. Dante did not only enact vengeance upon those who did him wrong, however, but he also rewarded those who had been good to him in the past. He rewarded Monsieur Morel for his loyalty and his goodness by helping him and his family, saving his business, and restoring his fortune as he was about to go bankrupt. He also favors Maximilien Morel as they become good friends, and when he realizes that he is in love with Valentine, he helps her avoid being poisoned by her evil stepmother Eloise, and then helps them be a couple, helping them live happily ever after together. And he also rewards Haiti. Haiti was loyal to the Count of Monte Cristo as he had saved her from slavery, and she is in love with him. Later on, despite him telling her that he loves her as a daughter, they go off into the horizon together, becoming a couple and living together until the end of time. To go into the themes, it is important to note that Dante uses his immense fortune, intelligence, and the alliances of the Count of Monte Cristo, Busoni, and others to manipulate his enemies into self-destruction. Instead of directly killing them, he exposes their crimes and orchestrates events that lead to their ruin or death, meaning he does not directly kill any of them. Now for the themes. There are 4 key themes in the Count of Monte Cristo. Justice and revenge, which is seen when the Count's transformation from Edmond Dante to an avenger highlights the thin line between justice and vengeance. His acts of retribution serve to punish his enemies, but they also lead to unforeseen consequences, raising questions about the morality of revenge. Betrayal and loyalty. Many of the novel's central conflicts arise from betrayal, such as that of Fernand, Danglars, and Villefort. Conversely, loyalty is exemplified by characters like Abbe Faria, Maximilien Morel, and Haiti. Transformation and redemption. Dante undergoes a profound transformation, not only in social status and wealth, but also in his perspective on life, moving from a vengeance-driven existence to one seeking redemption and peace. And lastly, love and sacrifice. Romantic and familial love plays a significant role in the story. Characters like Mercedes and Valentine endure great sacrifices, while the Count learns the importance of compassion and forgiveness through his relationships. Thanks for your attention and for watching my analysis video on the Count of Monte Cristo. I hope you have a nice day.